Department of Transportation has approved Skywest Airlines' request to fly to Minneapolis-St. Paul instead of Chicago O'Hare as part of its essential air service contract for Watertown. Subsidy the federal government provides Skywest for the MSP flights will not change. Skywest flying as United Express will also fly from Watertown to Denver. There will be 6 flights per week to each city. Skywest service in Watertown begins August 1st.